Welcome you all to the geometric sequence video series. If you have an idea about geometric sequence, you can follow this video. If not, please go to the introductory videos and continue with this problems. In this video, we are going to find the ways to calculate the terms given the entire sequence itself, or the general formula of the sequence, or the values of the various terms in the sequence, thereby finding the value of the term that is asked. Given the first two terms in a geometric progression as 2 and 4, what is the 10th term? So the geometric sequence first term value is 2. R value can be found by dividing the second term and the first term. Therefore it is going to be 2, and we are supposed to find the value of a 10th term, right? So we know the general formula, that is A10 is equal to A times R n minus 1, right? So value of A is 2 and R is 2, n is 10 minus 1, which is going to be 2 power 1 times 2 power 9, right? So when base is in the multiplication format, we can add the value of exponents, right? Using that method, we are going to add the value of the exponents. It's going to be 2 power 10, value is 1024 is the A10th term in this particular progression. Here also again there is sequences given, and we are going to find the value of the term that is given in the brackets. So A equals 1, R equals 3 by 1, that is 3. So A9 equals A times Rn minus 1, that is 1 times 3, 9 minus 1 is 8, and the value is going to be 6561. Here the value of A equals minus 0.005 and R is equal to minus 0.05 divided by, right? Here I have a number with the 3 digits as the decimal point, so I'm going to multiply with 1000 so that I can eliminate the decimals. So it's going to be minus 50 by minus 5, which is equal to 10. So we have to find A10. Value of A is 005 times R value is 10. N minus 1 is 10 minus 1, 9. So here I can write this 0.005 in an exponent format like this. 5 times 10 minus 3, right? It is on the negative side. So since the base is same, I'm going to add the exponents, which gives me the answer 6. Okay, minus 3 plus 9 makes the value 6. Okay, find the missing terms or terms in each geometric sequence. Here we have in the first example we have 3 terms. Let me consider A1, that is the first term, as 1.5, and there is an A2 term which I have to find, and there is the A3 term, right? So there is an R between these two terms, and there is an R between these two terms. So having this idea in mind, I can say that An times R square equals A3. Okay, when I multiply the value of R, I get the different terms like this. So it is going to be 1.5 times r square equals 6, right? Likewise, in the next example, I can just write minus half times r square equals minus 1 by 50, right? So in the next example, minus 2 times r cube equals 16, because there are 3 r's, 1, 2, 3 r's between these two terms, right? So I'm multiplying by r cube and I'm getting the value of the fourth term, right? Using this idea in mind, we are going to solve this problem. So now we can find r square is equal to 6 by 1.5, that is going to be 4. So that is 2 times 2, right? So r is equal to 2. When I know the r, I just multiply 1.5 times r, that is the value of 2, which is going to be 3, and that's going to be the term that is missing. In this second example, r square is equal to minus 1 by 50 by minus half, which is nothing but minus 1 by 50 times, right? So which is going to be minus 1 by 25, sorry, plus 1 by 25. R square is equal to plus 1 by 25. That means r is equal to 1 by 5, right? 1 by 5 times 1 by 5 becomes 1 by 25. So r is 1 by 5. So when I know the value, minus half times 1 by 5, which is equal to minus 1 by 10. So this is going to be minus 1 by 10. Okay, so here next minus 2 by 3, right? Okay, so r cube equals 16 by minus 2, which is equal to minus 8, right? Minus 8. That means it is a multiple of r cube, right? So that is minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2, which makes minus 8. So r equals minus 2. So now we have to find the values, right? So minus 2 times minus 2, which is equal to 4, and 4 times minus 2 equals minus 8. So there are two answers here, 4 and minus 8. So in these examples, in the third one is having a negative and positive terms alternating, right? In this case, we can find the value of r is going to be in the negative number. This is a condition, okay? Whenever there is an alternating negative and positive terms in a sequence, the r value will be a negative term. Okay, so this is another example where the seventh term is minus 320. Okay, and the 11th term is minus 5120. So we have to find how many r's are there in between. So A7 to A8, A9, A10, right? There are 3 terms in between. That means there will be 4 r values. 4 r values. So A7 times R4 equals A11, and that by substituting the values we'll get the value of R, and then by substituting the value in A7, A, Rn minus 1, we will get the value of A, and once we know the value of A and R, we'll be easily able to write the progression that is of this particular sequence. Okay, so before things we just found the missing terms. Here we have just written the whole entire geometric progression. Next, what is the fourth term of the geometric sequence whose second term is -6 and whose fifth term is? So they have given the value of second term and they have given the value of the fifth term. Right, so there is going to be two other values, that is a3 and a4. They want to know the value of a4. Right, so what to find this, normally what we have to do is we have to find the value of r. Okay, and then we have to find the value of e, and then by knowing this we can find the value of a4. Otherwise we can just find the value of r, and using the relationship, right, a4 is a5 by r. Knowing the value of a5 and r, we can find the value of a4. Okay, this is the method we just generally adopt to find. But here we have given an options, right, 3 values of which will be coming in the fourth term. That is one clue, okay, in the question. That is, a2 is a negative term and a5 is a positive term, right? If we are going to have an alternative term, that means this is going to have an alternative term in the sequence. So that means a2 is a negative term, then a3 will be a positive term, and a4 is going to be a negative term, and a5 is again a positive term, right? That means a4 value is going to be a negative term. Of the given choices, the choice B is the only one which is having the negative term, so and that is going to be the answer, and there is no need for us to find the value of r and then substitute and find the value of a4. Okay, this idea of alternating terms in the sequence, and which helps us to eliminate all the other answers and find the correct choice. Okay, hope you are able to follow this. If not, please let me know in the comments. I will explain you more detail. Then if an is equal to 4 by 3 9 power n minus 1, then which one is not a term of the sequence? Okay, so in this we are supposed to substitute some values and find out, right? So if a is going to be n is going to be 1, okay, what will happen? 4 by 3 times 9, 1 minus 1 is 0, so that value is going to be 4 by 3, right? If suppose it is going to be suppose it's going to be 2, okay, 4 by 3 times 9 power 2 minus 1 is 1, so it is going to be 12, right? So we are able to see a sequence. 12 is there, and then n is equal to 3, so that means 4 by 3 times 9 squared, right, which is going to be 108. Okay, and n is equal to 4 by 3 times 9 cube is equal to 972. So the value, that is 325